Okay, here we go. You go first. Boop.
Why? Oh, you want me to go first?
You say, hey, I'm Tyler. This is how the podcast works.
I thought you were taking over. Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast that reminds you that girlhood is a state of mind and is the thing that's going to bring down fascism. Tyler, as you know, we've transitioned into Girlhood Month, which is a celebration of all things girlhood related. We sat on inflatable furniture last time when we watched The Princess Diaries, a Pygmalion-esque transformation story. We are today going to be leaving the Pygmalion-esque transformation story and go into a Kafka-esque. No, it's not Kafka-esque because it's not Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday, I would say, is Kafka-esque, which is another Lindsay Lohan vehicle.
Yes.
But today's Lindsay Lohan vehicle, I would argue the Chevrolet Cruze of Lindsay Lohan vehicles because it's drivable and great and it'll last 10 years before it craps out on you. Today's Lindsay Lohan vehicle is The Parent Trap from 1998. What's your familiarity with The Parent Trap?
I've seen The Parent Trap at least once. I think exactly once. Just want to loop back to Lindsay Lohan vehicles. Herbie Fully Loaded.
That's an actual Lindsay Lohan vehicle.
I had to say it. Okay.
Wow. Speaking of vehicles, if you can hear a light tinkling, jangling music in the background, it's Mr. Softy, which is another actually great addition to Girlhood Month because A Little Treat is absolutely part of girlhood.
We did not get Mr. Softy.
We did not get Mr. Softy.
He's out there, but our neighborhood is kind of...
acoustically labyrinthian.
We're the two worst people you know, listeners. But
God, this is like if like Frasier and Beavis hosted a podcast. This is horrible.
Who's who? I know who's who.
No, I am both Frasier and Beavis.
Well, who am I?
You're my guy. You're just my little guy.
I'm Roz and Butthead. Okay,
yeah.
So Roz Doyle. Okay, I've seen The Parent Trap. I don't know if we owned it, if we had an illegal bootleg tape, which my family was fond of doing, or if it was on TV. But no, I think I saw it probably on tape. Here's what I remember. This is it. Piercing an ear. I was going to say illegally, but like a DIY ear piercing using an apple slice, right? Is that correct?
I think so.
Fencing.
Okay, yes.
One of them's British. They make her do a British accent. Is that correct? Is one of the Lindsay Lohans British?
Yes.
And I just remember mainly being like, and this is on brand for me as a boy, as a little boy, boyhood, and as an adult. How did they clone her? Like, how did they do not like I thought they cloned her, but like I understood it was special effects, but I was like, how did they do the special effects? I was very fixated on that.
Okay, I could see that for you.
Yes.
Did you not engage with this movie a super lot because you thought it was a girl movie?
Yeah.
I'm going to argue that Girlhood Month is universal.
Oh,
anyone
I
can
agree.
experience Girlhood Month.
I often now look back with regret on not engaging with more. For example, I really wanted an easy bake oven, but I was like, well, it's for girls. I'm not going to ask for one. Could have been a very fulfilling experience, just like watching The Parent Trap.
You could have been a pastry chef.
What is your experience with The Parent Trap, Kate? Did you see it in theaters?
I did not see this in theaters. This is one of those movies that I would watch at a sleepover. So that is the backbone of Girlhood Month, but all of the other accoutrement around Girlhood Month, inflatable furniture, little treats, time with somebody that you enjoy, those are nice little features as well.
Just to clarify, they don't physically trap the parents, right? It's more of an emotional...
It's more of it's an emotional gaslighting.
Can I give you and the listeners an update on the inflatable furniture before we dive into the notes?
Absolutely, yes.
So, of the two chairs, there's a blue one and a clear one. Clear one had gold glitter in it.
Oh, no, the blue one had problems.
Yes, so the blue one never held its air very well. Like, overnight, it would always deflate. So the blue one completely... And I cannot, for the life of me, find the leak. I fill it up, and then I squeeze it and listen, no leak. But then you come in the next day, and boom, it's gone. The gold one got a bit of a rupture on one of the seams, but it came with a patch kit. I patched it. It holds the air great until you sit on it, and then the air shoots out from under the patch kit. But then when you get up, the patch kind of reseats itself, and so the chairs are done for. I'm glad we got to sit on them once. Okay, Kate, what do you got for me? Tell me about The Parent Trap. The Parent
Trap is a 1998 American romantic comedy. It's directed by Nancy Meyers, and this is Nancy Meyers' feature directorial debut. And it was produced by Meyers' then husband, Charles Shire. The film stars Dennis Quaid, who I think is weird now, but really pulls it off in this movie.
His brother's weirder.
I think Dennis Quaid is weird also, but he has that son who looks just like him. Pretty weird too. Speaking of like clones, just Jack Quaid. Natasha Richardson, the late great R.I.P. aneurysm while skiing.
Oh, married to Liam Neeson?
Is that the only thing you know about her?
But that's the same person?
Yes.
There aren't two famous actresses who...
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't realize.
It's obviously stars Lindsay Lohan in her film debut.
Really?
Wow. It does.
I didn't know that.
I wrote that.
Wow, I didn't know this was her first film.
This is Lindsay Lohan's breakout role. It's the inspiration for Sinners by Ryan Coogler.
Are you doing a bit?
Yeah. I made that up.
Oh, because there's twins in that movie.
So the plot centers on a pair of identical twins who are separated at birth, and they meet by chance at summer camp, and they decide to work together to reunite their divorced parents. This movie is a remake and a legacy sequel of the 1961 film of the same name, and an adaptation of Erich Kästner's 1949 German novel Lisa and Lottie, Das Doppelte Lottchen.
What does that stand for? Or what does that mean? What's that
The
translate
two
to?
Lotties.
The two Lotties.
David Swift, who wrote the screenplay for the original 1961 film, is credited along with Myers and Shire as a co-writer of the 1998 film.
You said it's a remake and a sequel, so does this exist within the same universe as the original?
Unclear. My research did not reveal this.
Okay, welcome to my world.
So the film, as you said, utilized special effects to make Lohan's dual roles seamless. Many shots required extensive planning and compositing in post-production. So to answer your question, special effects. More than 1,500 young actresses submitted audition tapes for the dual roles of Hallie and Annie. And Myers is quoted as saying she was looking for, quote, a little Diane Keaton to play both parts. I don't know if in Lindsay Lohan she got a little Diane Keaton, but
I haven't seen it since I was a little boy, but my memory is this is a pretty good performance from a kid actor, right?
Yep. And then before Lindsay Lohan was cast in the role, Mara Wilson, Scarlett Johansson, Michelle Trachtenberg, R.I.P., liver situation, and Jenna Malone all either auditioned or were considered for the dual roles, and Jenna Malone turned down the roles multiple times.
That's a murderer's row of little girl actresses from the 90s.
It really is. What a girl gang. They would beat you up.
I'd be so scared if I saw them
so
coming up with like chains and bats.
So this is a movie I would watch at sleepovers. I'm hoping this movie holds up because I remember really enjoying it. We're going to cross our fingers and see what the plan is. I also remember that I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say that, oh my gosh, what's her name?
Who?
The actor who plays Chessie.
Oh, what's her name?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and get a little worried that my wardrobe and Lisa Ann Walters' wardrobe, who plays Chessie, is the same.
Like a subconscious inspiration from your girlhood to
Perhaps.
Hal, this is Meredith Blake.
Hi.
Hi, Meredith Blake.
Wow, I can't believe I'm finally meeting the famous Hallie. I have looked forward to this all summer.
Really? Well, here I am.
Oh, Nikki, she's adorable. You know, the way your father talked about you, I expected to meet a little girl, but you are so grown up.
I'll be 12 soon. How old are you?
26.
Only 15 years older than me. How old are you again, Dad?
Wow, suddenly you're so interested in math. Look, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to get some more chili, maybe a bottle of champagne to celebrate.
I say it every time, but the Blue Castle Disney logo, deeply nostalgic.
Always nice to see a film from the 90s directed by a woman.
Wow, I remember that this is the opening song. I was kind of hoping for more of like a Mousetrap, the Nathan Lane movie, where they physically trap.
A lot of maritime imagery here. Man, the chokehold that a French manicure with a slightly opaque top coat had on us all in the 90s is absolutely beyond compare.
Introducing Lindsay Lohan.
Do you think she ever regrets it?
No, she's back.
I know. I'm happy for her. But she had a rough time.
She had a real rough go.
It wasn't so great for her. Damn, Alan Silvestri as the score composer? They didn't have to go this hard, but they did. I refuse to believe that Dennis Quaid is 24 in this picture. He looks like he's in his 40s. But people were different then. All right, here we are at Camp Walden, 11 years and exactly 9 months later after this wedding day. Did you ever want to go to sleepaway camp?
No, I don't know. Then like, it's just every waking minute of your life, you know? I really like my downtime, even as a child. You never went to sleepaway camp, right?
I never did.
Did you want to?
I think I wanted to go to sleepaway camp in theory. However, I think I would probably have been too scared to go. I was a very scared kid. All right, so there was an I Love Lucy joke, which is absolutely so dated, but I'm here for it.
She says that she and her dad own a vineyard. Is she his business partner?
Her dad owns a vineyard. He's a viticulturist, Tyler.
She included herself as in the owners.
All right, so here's the other Lindsay Lohan. And these two, you'd think that they would have communicated, the parents, these estranged parents, but maybe they're not talking.
Yeah, maybe it was really bad. But then why would they each have one? I need the story to unfold. I can't remember any details of how this happened. I'm sure they'll tell us.
Young Lindsay Lohan here is turning in a pretty good performance with this British accent. Like, I'm not upset by it.
Honestly, as good or better than My Fair Lady.
They're both absolutely filthy, stinking rich going to this very expensive camp. But it seems like Annie is maybe like more old money. She's got like a butler. She's arrived in a limousine. She's got a butler and they have a secret handshake. I think this soundtrack's gonna absolutely slap. I'm so excited.
All right, so this is like a rich girl summer camp. It's like where Hillary Clinton probably went as a child.
There's some good visual gags already, right? Like these two little girls who look identical are standing next to each other, but the woman who runs the camp is like separating them. This is defo a rich girl summer camp. They're fencing.
Yeah.
All right, Hallie, the American twin, lives in Napa, though, so she is also wealthy.
Yeah, she's doing all right. Man, if they're both this rich while divorced, imagine how rich they were when their net worths were combined in marriage. Are you worried at all that this movie would give kids whose parents are divorced the wrong and false idea that it's good and possible that their parents should be back together?
I mean, it's not a great message. Why are these two little girls both so good at fencing? I mean, I guess they're rich. They're rich children, so...
Yeah, even if they weren't twins.
Where is their camp counselor? I have to say, the special effects here are actually very, very good.
Yeah.
Right? They have, like, body doubles. They're pretty creative with their shots.
Yeah, this could certainly look a lot worse. I've never seen... Have you seen the original? Is that a cool sheet classic?
The original is a cool sheet classic,
All right,
so
we'll
it's
save
coming back this summer.
Does the original look weird? Does it not look quite as good as this?
Can't remember.
Oh, she's got a sock full of coins. Oh,
right.
Okay. She's not going to beat the other one with them.
No, but she did show up with a sock full of coins, which is a little bit worrisome.
Where are the counselors?
There is, like, a significant lack of supervision at this camp. So you getting Diane Keaton vibes here, or no?
I mean, she's very talented. We really could use a counselor to intervene here.
Someone. We got little girl fight. I'm scared.
It's just interesting. We spend this whole section of the movie. They're like, wow, we look exactly the same. Let's not investigate this any further. What a weird coincidence. I feel like pouring honey all over someone in the middle of the woods is basically like you're getting them murdered by a bear.
I think you are vastly overestimating the number of bears.
And vegetable oil everywhere. The bears are just going to be coming for miles, Kate.
Do bears like vegetable oil?
I mean, it's food. They definitely like honey, right? Is that real? Do bears really like honey?
I mean, I think they like calorically dense items.
Vegetable oil?
It's a great visual gag of this little girl fighting for her life to play the bugle.
Yeah, the wake up bugle into this mic. Again, where are the counselors?
This is like a pretty destructive prank. I do love a chaotic scene, though, so here we are.
All these pranks going
Witnessing chaos.
Okay, so just genetically, they're both good at fencing. They both look like Lindsay Lohan, and they're both little heels.
Yeah, they're both naughty.
So either that's in their DNA, or they just both have parents who have raised them wrong. Here's some unhinged punishment called the isolation cabin.
Putting them in the shitty cabin far away from everyone else. Together. This is really a liability.
I think the parents have signed away all their rights. You think we missed out on the fundamental experience of sleepaway camp? 8 weeks as a child away from your family. What do the families do during this time? Have fun.
Party.
They closed a window together and now they've reconciled. That was all it took.
Only a little. This is really a big acting challenge for Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Or just wild. Your first formal role having to like act against yourself.
Yeah. I feel like adults complain about how annoying and difficult this is, you know, when they do a lot of special effects.
Leonardo DiCaprio figures prominently in this moment in the plot because we have a little picture of him torn out of a magazine, but Annie doesn't know who he is. Girls, get away from Leonardo. All right, the old Oreo with peanut butter moment.
Who would find that disgusting? It's a delicious treat.
Sounds really good right now. I literally just ate cookies and cream ice cream with peanut butter sauce on it. Amazing. All right, the infamous picture. Just in case you forgot she's British, she has a cigar box with Queen Elizabeth on it where she keeps all her treasures. Twins are weird.
Why do you think they didn't just cast twins? Do you think they just couldn't... What are the odds you find two twins who are really gifted actors? It's easier to just find one and do all the special effects?
I guess. Maybe they want to stay true to the original, right? So it's not so much it doesn't start as a parent trap, right? It's like, we just want to meet our other parent.
We can't possibly be honest with them, so let's just switch places. Classic.
Well, their parents haven't been honest with them their whole lives. What makes you think that the kids would feel like they could be honest with their parent?
Good point.
Know? They're really getting into the specifics of switching places, right? Like they've laid out the like house layout for each
like
other
the
to
floor
learn.
plan.
They've got to learn different people. She's got to learn the secret handshake with the butler.
I appreciate how much prep work they're doing here. They really, if you're going to do it, you better do it right.
Gotta do it.
I just like that the counselors also did no further investigation.
Yep, they were
with
like,
these girls, we're putting you in the isolation cabin, you two identical looking little girls.
We'll leave you alone for the rest of camp. These parents are paying a lot of money for these two little girls to be isolated for the entire entire summer.
Wonder how many kids gave each other haircuts and blamed it on this film.
There you go, babe. This is the part
Here
that
it
you
is.
remember.
So now I'm starting to wonder how far did I get into this movie because the ear piercing happens while we're still at camp.
The fencing happens while they're at camp.
All right, so I forgot about this. We sterilized the needle on a flame.
Poorly supervised camp.
This is extremely imitatable behavior.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
They're showing in detail.
How do you pierce an ear?
You ice it first to numb it. You
Also,
put the
you
apple.
referring to it as an illegal ear piercing is so funny. Wow.
Whoa! They no wonder I remember this. They show it. They scream.
Screaming.
They show
literally,
it going in.
Literally no supervision, right? Where there's screams coming from the isolation cabin.
I think they're far enough away that no one can hear the screams, and that's by design. We're going to London.
Here we are in foggy London town. Do you think as a parent that you could pick out your own child? You have identical twins. You haven't seen the other twin in a very long time, and there's no reason to suspect that your child has been replaced with her twin. However, do you think that as a parent you would be like,
Me as a parent, probably not.
yeah, you as a parent would not notice.
Be like, I don't know, girls be acting weird. It's been 8 weeks.
All right, she passed the first test. This incredibly complicated handshake that she has with her butler.
Whew.
Yeah, don't you think like the parents were twin flames and then realized that they couldn't be together?
I don't know.
Right? Like,
well, we gotta get some
they
more
had a
info.
Very brief, very intense courtship that resulted in the birth of these two little girls, and then they were like, "This is not healthy."
I think it's messed up to split up the two twin girls.
Oh yeah, definitely. They
Actually,
really should have split custody.
I really am looking forward to finding out what circumstance they will justify that with.
I remember the first time I saw this movie, I didn't know what a living statue was.
Did you just think the statue just came to
Yeah,
life?
I was like, what the is that? It was just this absolutely surreal magical element in a movie that otherwise contains no magic. Like a living statue performer waves at Hallie Annie when she passes it, and I literally was like, "Whoa!" But it never happened again. There was never any magic again. I guess just the magic of girlhood.
Wow. At the end, they're gonna have a talk about how like sometimes it's better for the parents to get divorced, right?
Definitely.
Is that what's gonna happen? She's like, "Wow, I thought I was rich. Look at this place, mother. Hello, mother."
Mommy. All right, cool. We rich on both sides. Amazing. Imagine if Annie Hallie had to go back to her leaky shack, you know? Like a sad little house. She'd be like, I don't want to switch anymore. I want to just be myself. This was a terrible idea. I'll be referring to them as Annie Hallie and Hallie Annie.
Oh, that's
it's not confusing
that
at
makes
all.
perfect sense. Thank you. That will really clarify things. She just walked in, met her grandfather for the first time, and then said straight to his face, "I want to remember how you smell after you die."
Man, Natasha Richardson is absolutely stunning here, and now she's dead.
Yep. She's not British.
She's sort of British. Unfortunately, the late great Natasha Richardson is kind of switching accents here in a way that little Lindsay Lohan is not. Is Natasha Richardson British? We don't know.
What is she? I just
her
can't
character
figure out
British?
if she has a British
unclear.
accent or not all the time. I was really excited for a Beatles song here. Here Comes the Sun. It's a weird cover.
Little Lindsay Lohan, make sure you stay in London. Keep your British citizenship. In 2024, things are going to be really bad. You're going to want it. You're going to want that citizenship, girl. Don't revoke it.
Do you think somewhere in the world there's an identical twin where one twin, I guess it's very unlikely that one twin has citizenship in a different country than the other one, but if this had happened and then one of them died, the other one could assume their identity if they didn't report their death?
It's a lot of wondering.
You know, maybe her character was born here and spent a lot of time in America, so she kind of has an accent and kind of doesn't.
I secretly wanted, this looks so bad.
What, at your wedding?
As a child, when I was thinking about my wedding.
You wanted a top hat with a veil.
Absolutely. Tyler, ask anyone who was a girl during our childhood. Anyone.
Wow, what a look. Why didn't you go for it, Kate?
It's quite a look to commit to. A white top hat with a veil on it.
What a pushy little kid.
Yeah.
Mother, don't you want to get married again? Wouldn't you look good in this dress?
Okay, so they met on the QE2.
And then got
And
married?
then they got married on the
same
QE2.
trip? Mm-hmm. No wonder they're divorced.
Yeah, twin flames. I refuse to believe that Dennis Quaid is now in his 30s here. Maybe his late 30s. But he's like 34. He's like our age.
Yes, Kate. We could have an 11-year-old. Yeah, so wait. The marriage, the meeting, the marriage, and the conception were all on that same trip.
Sure were.
And the divorce, probably. Thank God there's a quickie divorce office on board. Thank God one of them didn't have, like, a bad scar on her face.
Like a birthmark.
Even a slight difference in weight. Dennis Quaid almost doing a good job noticing sudden changes in his daughter's behavior.
Almost. And then being like, all right.
Quickly dismissing it, yeah. Do you think this dad lets this daughter, like, drink some of the wine?
Oh, definitely.
What is she, the nanny?
She's the housekeeper.
Man, they both are rich. We got a butler in one house.
Housekeeper in the other. Chessie can tell and the dog can tell that something's up. Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. All right, I forgot about this. An evil, to the kids, an evil girlfriend. Chessie here, like, your dad's girlfriend is a gold digger.
Listen, I don't think Chessie has the opportunity to hang out with a lot of friends her age. So perhaps...
Here she is, just met her dad, gonna absolutely ruin his life.
I like that energy.
For no reason. Yeah, the American one got a much better deal than the British one.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
She gets to hang out with her cool mom.
American Lindsay Lohan looks like she would bite you.
So the dad's girlfriend is evil because she wants to send Lindsay Lohan to boarding school.
Yeah.
The dad's like, how could you? I only send her away for 8 weeks a year to sleepaway camp. He should be worried she suffered a TBI at this camp. She doesn't remember anything.
I mean, there's no supervision, so...
She likely did, yeah.
Chessie thinks that her little charge here is like possessed. Like dogs don't come near her. Her language choices have changed completely. She won't eat.
She's bringing in a priest.
And Dad's like, why did you run away? Why is Chessie crying? She's the hired help. She really does steal the show, doesn't she?
Chessie.
She's the true hero of this movie. Chessie and Martin. All right, Dennis Quaid. Clearly, this is a self-destructive pattern that you need to recognize in yourself. I'm just saying, Dennis...
What, getting married?
Yeah, Dennis Quaid needs to recognize that, like, he really rushes into these relationships and they don't end up working out well. I think the dad might be an alcoholic.
I'm having a migraine. Please make me a double martini.
It is kind of a move to send your child away for 8 weeks and then have her come back and you're engaged to someone that she's never met. It's a big change. Big change. Also, Hallie Annie, our little girls, our twins, are adept at psychological warfare. But I also think that Meredith Blake is adept at psychological warfare.
Oh, yeah.
What is going to happen?
They're getting married in 2 weeks from now, so he will have known her for, at most, 10 weeks.
Yes. It's a self-destructive pattern.
Wow.
Men will literally do anything except go to therapy. God, I love a fax machine.
You know what both of these families have in common? Demanding that their help make them drinks. If your kid came back from camp and was really good at tasting wine and telling you the tasting notes, wouldn't you be like, this is not good?
This, like, modified mushroom mullet haircut that Natasha Richardson is sporting, every single one of our moms had that cut at some point between the years of, like, 1990 and 1999, right?
If you went to your hairstylist today and said, I would like a 90s modified mushroom mullet, would she know exactly what to do?
Absolutely. She would be like, I got you, fam.
You'd watch The
Natasha
Parent
Richardson
Trap.
in The Parent Trap. As usual, the dad is last to know.
Even the
Tale as
grandpa
old as
knows.
time.
Yeah.
The hired help knows. The mom knows.
If I were the mom here, I'd be like, let's not tell him. Let's see how long it takes him to figure it out. So far, the mom is kind of a perfect angel. She's done nothing wrong. The dad, kind of a jerk. You would think that if you have a 12-year-old daughter, you might want her opinion before getting engaged to someone.
Perhaps, right? Like, I'm not always in agreement with, like, oh, these parents, they just don't understand. Why does my dad have to work so much? Oh, I don't know. Do you like food? But I do kind of get the sense of, like, oh, man, this is like really
right. You'd want to do a chemistry,
cool. Not cool.
A chemistry test first, maybe.
Yeah. But these two, I would say both of these parents pulled a not cool move when they separated their infant daughters and never decided, like, oh, I'm just never going to meet the other one.
Right. Imagine if they weren't both ultra wealthy, the families. It would be like, no, we can't just fly to Napa. I cannot take off work. You're stuck here. Here's Lindsay Lohan giggling at the psychological torture that the mother is going through right now. Grandfather's like, I hate that man, your father.
I'd strangle him with my 2 hands if I ever saw him again. Tell your father I said, you. You f***ing
Whoa.
So much drinking in this children's movie.
All right, we got some zany antics. The ex-wife's here. The new fiance's here.
A dog is here.
Natasha Richardson is drunk. Chessie's having the best day of her life.
Chessie, she loves a piece of hot goss. She loves a little drama. I'm 100% here for it.
We've said it already, but the doubling is very good.
It's very well done.
They do a really good job of just using it sparingly. You know, it just looks good. I don't know if we need Martin strutting around in a Speedo in this film.
He's European. This is a completely normal bathing suit situation.
It's just a weird thing to include.
It's a weird detail, but...
I understand in the reality of this film, it makes sense, but what did you think when you saw that at a sleepover?
Oh, a Speedo's hilarious, always.
The little joke where Dennis Quaid's looking for Natasha Richardson and he sees someone else with the mushroom mullet and thinks it's her for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Very popular haircut. He's going to have a real hard time.
Oh no, his twin flame.
Uh-oh.
Look, they're done. Cooked. Twin flames. But like twin flames don't pay their taxes. They don't do the dishes. They don't do the things that couples need to do in order to be successful. They don't communicate appropriately.
Twin flames don't pay their taxes.
They don't. I'm telling you, twin flames is exciting and all, but twin flames does not weather a hardship. It's not good.
He could have a nice transactional marriage with Meredith Blake.
Yeah.
Maybe get a prenup.
Little prenup. Slight prenup.
Just a little. Both of our daughters that we traumatically separated at birth and never told about the other, they're both here.
Deep soul level wounds from being separated from someone that they shared a uterus with.
Hallie, I know I told you that you strangled your twin in the womb, but I've been lying. Like, I literally can't tell most of the time which is the green screen.
Yeah, it's really beautifully done.
Yeah.
True to form, you're still talking about the special effects. Do you know any of the plot of this movie?
Okay, the one on the right's the green screen, but still. Uh-oh.
Done.
Not good. No.
Cooked.
No, don't do the first aid on Dennis Quaid.
I just can't believe these two little girls are going to have to weather a second divorce. You know?
Yikes. Maybe they should have just, the twins should have teamed up to convince Meredith Blake she was having a psychotic break. She doesn't know about the twins, you know? All right, all the secrets and mysteries have been revealed.
Sort of.
About a half an hour to go. Buckle in for the finale. What is this outfit?
Oh, that's classic. Are you kidding?
What is this? How do you even describe this? What words?
A classic, Asian style silk dress from 1998.
With a fuzzy
like a mandarin
purse.
collar and a fuzzy purse. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's reminding me of Mary Jane Watson from the first Spider-Man movie.
Oh, yeah. The fashion in this is absolutely perfection.
You think Chessie's fashion is perfection, obviously.
Shut up.
Where are we going now?
They're going to a mystery date set up by their children.
Oh, the girls did this. Wait, does Meredith Blake know that the parents are going on a date?
Clearly not. Oh, the little girls rented a super yacht.
On this episode of Below Deck. All right. Our primary are two 12-year-old twins who just met and found out they exist.
Oh, look, grandfather rented it.
What does grandfather want these two? There's no chance that grandfather wants these two to be together. Oh, no. She's using chopsticks to do her hair, too.
Tyler.
To complete the look.
It was 1998. Cultural appropriation was at an all-time high.
Hey, remember that really bad time of your lives where you met on a boat, got married, and then got divorced? Here's another boat. Hopefully you only remember the first part.
Damn, maritime law. Is Chessie making overtime for this? I would like to ensure that Chessie and Martin are being fairly compensated for their services. Butlering on the boat.
Meanwhile, Annie's outfit is kind of more like a 1960s.
Yeah, very mod, right?
Yeah.
This dad's an alcoholic. He's like, I can't remember why we broke up. And she's like, you are absolutely awful to me.
We never did our taxes.
I'm telling you, twin flames, it's not meant to last. Absolutely not. I don't even want this Martin and Chessie storyline. They should not have done this. I'm upset. I want a sequel where Chessie and Martin pull off a heist, you know? That's more of a partnership that I want for them. They're talking about how successful they are. And I think the reason is because they were not together.
Here's Chessie trying to broker their new custody agreement.
This was an abusive relationship.
Oh, whoa.
She threw a hairdryer at him. Obviously in a very passionate fight. Not good. This is not good. We're headed for disaster.
Those little girls are they're going to be like, we should have never done this in about a month after they get back together. Chessie and Martin are going to have to be granted full custody. Meredith Blake's like, how was your romantic dinner with your ex-wife? All right, good. The movie can end right here.
Boom, done.
They've
Easy.
decided that the girls can visit each other.
Yep, they have a schedule, something that twin flames don't do, make a schedule.
Here's the real psychological warfare.
All right, these two little identical twins have dressed identically.
They're kind of doing the girls from The Shining now.
You think Bonnie and Clyde did their taxes? You think Romeo and Juliet had a chore wheel? I don't think so.
We gotta watch Wild at Heart and imagine it's a prequel to this.
I'm just saying, twin flames is not good. It's not healthy. I like that Elizabeth James, the mom, Natasha Richardson, R.I.P., has a little bit of that stir in her too, because they're all going on the camping trip, and Meredith Blake, the young fiance, is like, I'm really not comfortable with this, and Natasha Richardson is like, yeah, you should come too, which I think is very stirrer coded. All the women in this family love to play a little trick. I love it.
Dennis Quaid's really in over his head.
Bait and switch. Now Natasha Richardson just gets to hang out at the vineyard with Chessie.
Yeah.
They're going to have a wine weekend.
You know what? I do remember that Meredith Blake's going to see like a lizard or something and get scared. So I definitely saw this far.
Great job,
Just
Tyler.
proving that I sat through the whole movie once as a boy.
I don't think you sat through the whole movie once. I
Maybe
think you
I
saw the beginning and then you did something and then
I
you
ran
saw
around
the
the
end.
house, did a backflip.
Yeah.
Is that one Lindsay Lohan just going to brain Meredith Blake with a rock? She's sneaking up behind her, looking at a big rock and smiling. Oh, another little trick. Let's fill her bag with rocks. Tee-hee. This is just going to be an unhealthy family dynamic.
It's all bad.
They go camping and eat trout for 3 meals a day. These girls are unhinged.
There is so much substance use in this.
Meredith Blake's about to go take, quote, a large sleeping pill.
She's taking Quaaludes. She's like, I got some Quaaludes left over from the 80s.
You know, I was going to say these girls are behaving in a shocking and unhinged way, but you know what? If you just found out you had a twin like a week ago at age 12, it would probably be shocking and make you behave strangely. You know, a boarding school in Switzerland is probably pretty nice, I'm not going to lie.
I don't even want Martin and Chessie to get together. I'm mad.
I don't want these two to get together. I don't want anyone in this movie to get together.
No one in this movie should get together. Do not get together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please stay away from each other. Do not get together.
No, no, no.
Little girls.
Do not wish for your parents to get together.
It was from the night they fell in love at their wedding.
Wow. That's not a normal, healthy coping mechanism to track down every single bottle of the wine that was served on the boat when you got married and divorced in 1 week.
It's not great.
I'm sure these two very mature adults could totally co-parent now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have lots of good rules and boundaries and things for their children.
Natasha Richardson, set a boundary, for God's sake. Someone has to. And you know Dennis Quaid's not going to do it.
The newest twin flames, Martin and Chessie.
No, they clearly both know how to do their taxes. And they will do them together.
Is that statue going to come to life again? Now that we're back in old London town, how many years went by before you learned what a living statue was?
Oh, well, like several.
And were you like, oh my God?
Yes. Yes, I was. I just love that one of the major plot points in this movie is the Concorde, a now defunct plane that flies really fucking fast.
Which reinforces just how rich everyone is here.
So rich. Filthy, stinking rich. Old money and new money.
All right, so he chased her around the globe. What if she's like, no
go
thanks.
away. Yeah. No, Natasha, no. Resist.
Oh no, Dennis Quaid's walking over kind of menacingly. He's like, I'm going to dodge that hairdryer this time around.
The amount of bangs in this movie is absolutely shocking.
Actually, Dennis Quaid and Natasha Richardson kind of have the same haircut.
Oh, yeah, but she's got the modified mushroom bottom.
Hers is just grown out a little more. Lindsay Lohan's, this is not good.
Lindsay Lohan's, please intervene. It's really an extended kiss scene. You were probably so grossed out as a little boy.
I really did not like kiss scenes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, ew, out loud.
Oh, see, they did the Natalie Cole, right?
She's
Nat King Cole's daughter.
I didn't know that.
Natalie Cole is Nat King Cole's daughter.
Then they quickly got married again.
Yep.
That worked out so good.
It's a really destructive pattern, Dennis Quaid. It's really bad. Dennis, just go to therapy for the love of Christ.
Okay, now I can talk. Oh my God, Mom's incredible. I cannot believe I lived my entire life without knowing her. She's beautiful and fun and smart, and I love the gown she designs. And I got her talking about how she and Dad first met, and if you ask me, there's like a whole possibility like...
Stop! We've got a major problem. You're going to have to bring Mother out here immediately.
Immediately? Are you nuts? I've only had 1 day with her. I'm just getting to know her. I can't. I won't.
But this is an emergency. Dad's in love.
Get out of here. Dad doesn't fall in love. I mean, at least not seriously.
Trust me, he's serious about this one. He's always holding her hand and kissing her neck and waiting on her hand and foot.
He is?
It's disgusting.
Well, you'll just have to break him up. Sabotage her. Do whatever you have to.
I'm trying, but I'm at a slight disadvantage. I only met the man 12 hours ago. Hal, you've got to get back here to help me.
Annie, I can't. I want more time with Mom.
What's going on?
Anne, are you still there? I can barely hear you.
I'm here. What are you...
I think I lost you, Anne.
Hello? Thanks for the help, Hal.
What'd you think?
It was a pleasant way to spend 2 hours.
It was?
I wasn't upset by that.
Yeah, I agree.
Mostly, I just was like, which layer's the green screen layer? Which twin is the green screen twin?
Who's
Blue
doing
screen?
special effects?
Lindsay Lohan, very talented kid.
Absolutely.
It's almost too much, though, to ask of her to be like, okay, you're doing the two voices, but also you're going to do the two voices doing each other's voices.
Yes,
but
and then
she
you're
handled
acting
herself
against
well.
yourself. Like, it's a lot. There's a lot to ask of Lindsay Lohan. I can see why, like, her brain broke a little bit.
Yeah.
Later on.
She did a good job.
You know?
Well, also, this movie introduced her to tons of drinking and substance abuse. Very normalized in the script of this film.
So what did we think? What did you think?
Fun enough little movie, but absolutely horrible outcome. Just
not great.
terrible
Not great.
outcome.
Yep. I didn't want anyone to get together in this movie.
So it's got a mix of like, just, I know it's above the heads of any kid watching, but just like the twin flame thing going on. They made the right mature decision to split up, the unhinged decision to split the children up.
Yeah, that wasn't so good.
But they did that because, yes, they knew they could not possibly see each other.
But couldn't they simply send their hired help to switch the children?
I think the temptation, they knew it was just
too much.
It was too much, which all the more reason why they absolutely should not have gotten together at the end of this film. So they got that going on. But also on the kid level, if you're watching as a kid, just the same way I always kind of complain when like a character dies or appears to die in a movie and comes back. And I think if you're a young enough kid, it can kind of like probably mess you up with your understanding of death and grief. What about all the kids whose parents were divorced, who like, I wish my parents would get back together. Here's a movie where it happens. I don't know if I love that.
Oh, based on the book, Das Doppelte Lottchen.
I kind of want to read it.
Das Doppelte Lottchen. Oh, they thanked Mayor Willie Brown.
What did you think watching this?
I agree.
Not a girl, but a woman.
I don't think it's a great message. And as you know, as a woman who is not in a twin flame type of relationship, we pay our taxes. We have to stick to a schedule. We have a podcast.
Twin flames could record a podcast. Absolutely.
Do you think twin flames could record a podcast?
Twin flames, I'm
We're
sure,
kind of like
could record a podcast.
you and me are kind of like twin sleepy time bears. We hang out together. We just like rest in the way that twin flames are unpredictable. We have a very predictable relationship. It's
asleep by 9 most nights.
Yeah, it's maybe I shouldn't judge twin flames because I could never be a twin flame. I just don't have that. I don't have that kind of energy. But yeah, I worry about the everyone involved.
You know, some silly little pranks. Really just a showcase for Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And
the little
Chessie.
Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
And Chessie's outfits.
I don't have much more to say. I enjoyed that. I've been enjoying these so far. I really enjoyed. And it's the same reason, I mean, this takes it to another level with the twin aspect, but same reason that the Princess, what do we watch? Princess
Diaries.
The Princess Diaries was so fun to watch. It's just like an absolute acting showcase, like a fun acting showcase for Anne
Hathaway.
Thank you. I couldn't come up with her
Ageless
name.
being.
See, we're twin flames. You understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, like it's Anne Hathaway getting to do her silly physical comedy. Same thing here. It's just like a nice vehicle for a talented young actress. Although being a child actor, clearly
not great.
Not a great thing for Lindsay Lohan. Anyway, we'll have to watch Mean Girls sometime. No, you know what I really want to watch sometime? Did you ever see, you didn't, the made-for-TV movie with Lindsay Lohan and Bug Hall, where they play little spies? As a kid, I liked it. All right, Kate, thanks for showing me this.
Thanks for hanging out with me. Do you think if I had a twin and me and the twin switched, you would know it was my twin?
Yeah, I think unless you really prepped her, you know, like to know, like
all my foibles.
Like what, you know, we'd sit down and do the podcast and she'd be like, why are you saying boop? I'm going to say I would know because I think there's no other right answer to say, but I'm not 100% sure that I would know right away.
I'm going to bite you. All right, let's go.
That's something a twin flame would say.
No parent is safe because the twins
I am marrying your father whether you like it or not.
are taking over.
The games begin.
Now they're out to prove all's fun
Sweet dreams, Mommy dear.
in love and war. July 29th,
You are in way over your head.
The Trap is set.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The Parent Trap, rated PG, starts Wednesday, July 29th.